I'm out here at Manassas at the airport. You should never go anywhere without your trusty, dusty GoPro because, yeah, we have some interesting airplanes out here. And I thought I'd walk around the ramp and take a look. So we've got a C-47 or DC-3 sitting here. Really looks big when you get up close to it. Of course, it was designed to fly people and then cargo. And then you'll see, well, dang, we got another one. We're over here. This one looks like it may be a cargo version. There's a cargo door here in the back. We'll take a look. This is kind of a look but don't touch because these all fly, and if you're not invited in, you just leave them alone. Okay, nice door, but that door is hard to open in flight to get it to go forward. So another one, and you're looking over here, and there's two more. So we'll kind of meander on out there, take a look. So out here, it looks like we got a Corsair parked in front of a P-61 Black Widow. Thought at first that might be a Tiger Cat, but then I got to looking at it, and it's not what it is. Actually, it's not a P-61. I'm not sure what it is. I might need to take a closer look at it. Over here, we got Champagne Gal, B-25 from Urbana, Ohio. Last time I saw this airplane, it had the cowling, one of the cowlings off, and the left engine was being replaced. It was pretty much eating itself. And yes, you can tell radial engines because there's oil, and radial engines leak oil, and that's how you know there's oil in them, because they're leaking. You got Panchito. This airplane was flying for the 75th anniversary of the D-Day, of not D-Day, of the Doolittle raid up at Urbana, and did the overflight of the museum. And then we've got, I believe this is Yankee Lady, which another B-24, similar to aluminum overcast that I've flown in. And this looks like a looks like a B-17G model. Yep, Yankee Lady. If I said B-24 before, I was wrong. It's B-17. Engines, everything here. One of the ways you can tell whether or not it's a G or an F, the waist guns were right across from each other, and these, they were offset so the guys wouldn't run into each other. And then lastly, we have B-29 Fifi. So similar to an Oligay or a boxcar, which are in museums, although this is not a silver plate. This is a regular B-29. The silver plate had a single bomb bay. This has two bomb bays that aren't connected. The difference is the silver plate had the single bomb bay so it could drop the atomic bomb, and this one could not carry or drop the atomic bomb because the bomb bays aren't big enough. You can see it's a pretty big airplane. They got one of the hatches open to keep it from boiling inside. This is interesting too, because one of the gunners would sit in these blisters and direct the guns remotely. So it didn't have, I don't know if it had a tail gunner or not, but they could run the guns remotely. Yeah, so it didn't, yeah, it did have a tail gunner. But I think one of the things Curtis LeMay did is he took a lot of the guns out, changed from high altitude to low level bombing, and started firebombing the Japanese. They actually, some of the firebomb raids on Tokyo, they killed more people than they did in Hiroshima or Nagasaki in one night, but it took several hundred airplanes to do it. Anyway, that's our little tour. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh yeah, here's a Stearman that this isn't going to be flying tomorrow, but there was an enterprising young couple who flew it up here, and the owner and pilot is a young lady, and her husband is not a pilot and just rides along for fun. So, interesting story with that airplane.